Good morning. Happy Friday. Michelle Lee here with Athena Rising Now, and I help overcommitted, undersatisfied professional women create their purpose-driven life. And I'm here with training number 4 of quantum jumping. We've gone through the first 4 steps of quantum jumping. And quantum jumping is really understanding that we are living an infinite number of parallel lives at the same time. Hey, Megan, thanks for stopping by. So in the quantum field, in the 0 point field, there is infinite potential. And we are living many experiences, many parallel lives at the same time. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Good to see you. And today we have talked about coming up with your vision, the first steps, coming up with your vision, getting the essence of that vision, how you will feel in that vision. And then the third step is to your why, how you would feel, and then releasing the beliefs that contradict that experience. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Louise. Welcome this morning. So now we're moving into, yesterday we really talked deeply into releasing the experiences of your past that hold heavy emotions, the emotions of I'm not good enough, fear of rejection, fear of not being loved. Those keep you dense, having the same experience that you're having now. Releasing those emotions around your past experiences make you lighter, make you more vibrate higher, right? So when we're in those lower vibration emotions, those are the lower chakras, the first, second, and third chakras, and that energy is very dense. It's about, good morning, Will. It's about fear and survival. And those emotions keep you stuck in the experience that you're having now. It keeps you identifying with who you're afraid that you are, so that not being good enough. And so we talked about yesterday about releasing those emotions, and I use emotional freedom technique. Good morning, Sharon. And so I was just looking over my video and I saw that it got cut off before the end. Kind of weird. I have no idea how that happened. But the second piece to that is reframing that experience. So if you had an experience, say that you were humiliated as a third grader in school, you were called up to the chalkboard to do a math problem and you failed at it and you felt so stupid, and the teacher got on you for not doing your homework or not studying. The kids laughed at you and you felt humiliated. Oftentimes we make the decision because of the traumatic emotional experience of that, oh, I'm stupid and I'm never going to be seen again. I'm never going to raise my hand. I'm never going to put myself out there. It's just not safe. So when you do the EFT to release those emotions, right, you become that little third grader again, and you tap on your major meridian points and you release that story, that experience, and you bring it to neutral. Then the next piece is to visualize a new experience. You went up to the chalkboard, you got the answer right, and it was all better. Or an even better reframing of it is that you made the mistake and you were lovingly supported and corrected, and you felt safe to make mistakes. It was a safe environment to not be perfect. So you reframe that experience in a way that you feel loved, protected, and nurtured. And you meditate on that. You replay that experience. I recommend you replay it 3 times. right? You're reframing the experience. And the reason why this is important is because your brain does not know the difference of the actual experience that you had and the experience you're making up. Okay? Your brain doesn't know the difference. They're both the same to it. That's why visualizing a certain outcome is powerful. Hey, Christine, nice to see you. That's why visualizing a particular outcome for the future is so powerful, because your brain doesn't distinguish whether you're actually having that experience or you're creating it in your mind. There's no difference. So when you go through your past experiences and you begin reframing them, you are actually shifting who you are in the now moment, because those emotions culminated together has created your personality, right? It has created the decisions you make. It's created the thoughts you think, which creates the actions you do or don't take. So when you go back and it's really time traveling, because that experience is still going on. You're recreating that experience based on what you know now. And that is shifting who you were as a child at that time, because it is all happening now. You are literally quantum jumping back to your childhood. I say back because it appears to be the past, but it's all right now. And when you reframe that and retell that story in a way that you were loved and supported, that has a ripple effect, a butterfly effect as to who you are being right now. So that is just as important. And so you're kind of bringing these time points together. All right. So you're bringing where you want to go for 2018, that vision that you created in step one, and you're becoming aware of what you learned as a child, learned about yourself, what you decided to believe about yourself as a child based on the experiences you had. You're going back and changing those experiences so you can begin to believe different things about yourself today. And when you believe different things about yourself today, that opens up a whole new infinite, those doors of infinite possibilities start opening for you, because they're not closed based on your own sense of self-worth. So reframing that is the next step to identifying those emotions, tapping through them, using EFT to release that emotion that has become anchored in your body, which makes you heavy. And what you want to be when it comes to quantum jumping is you want to be bouncy, right? You want to be bouncy. That means your vibration is high. This is the power of ascension, right? Becoming untethered to, it's really untethered to the physical experience. It's really what Jesus was talking about when he said, be in the world, but not of it. And you're being that observer, becoming capable of observing your life and your past experiences through the eyes of neutrality. It's just one experience. It's one piece of it. And you may be thinking, well, in order to quantum jump, I have a lot of work to do in the past, right? You don't. You really don't have a ton of work to do. When you do a few of the pieces, it's kind of like a domino effect, right? If you remember a couple of experiences and work through those, that is going to help, because you changed an experience when you were 4. That's going to automatically affect experiences when you were 8 and 9 and 10, because that 4-year-old experience had such a profound effect on you that it affected how you lived from that point forward. So it's not like you have to stack up. It's like, oh, I had this experience. Well, the younger you can go and reframe, release those emotions and reframe those experiences, it has a domino effect, because you just changed the past. You literally changed the past, and you changed what that little child experienced. Okay, so don't get bogged down thinking, oh, I can't do this. You can, and you automatically, it has that butterfly effect that ripples out until the now moment and beyond the experiences you haven't consciously experienced. And then you want to embody your vision, right? You've done this past work. You have your vision, okay? You have your vision that you wrote down. You have the essence of it, which are the emotions that you're going to feel. So you meditate. You go into a nice state of deep relaxation, and you step into that reality in your mind, right? Even a piece of it. Pick out a piece of it that feels so good. I'm super good at manifesting homes. And one thing that I did to create the home I wanted to live in was imagine Christmas in it. Because Christmas is a positive time, I would imagine where my Christmas tree was. So pick a piece of your year. What are you creating for 2018? Pick a piece of that you can really cultivate the emotions around. Feeling loved, feeling financially free. And that's what you really focus on. Experience that, right? You have to cultivate the feelings. There's been so much talk about visualizing. And what's the important piece behind the visualizing is the emotions that you cultivate within your body. Right? Feeling the success of it, feeling the empowerment of it. And this is embodying your vision, right? You're raising your vibration now. If you believe that those experiences that you're creating is going to create those emotions, then those emotions are going to create that experience. That's what a quantum jump is. You are raising your vibration to that experience. And the more you can hold that vibration throughout the day, the quicker you're going to jump, right? The quicker you're going to jump. Now, understand that when you jump, it's not like you're going to jump into, you have a new home. You're not going to wake up one morning and be in that home necessarily, right? What's going to happen is something's going to occur that is going to force you to move now, right? It might look like devastation happens, but it's really a cleansing and clearing of the old energies that don't fit into that vision that you have. So the bigger the jump you want to make, the bigger the devastation may feel. And that's what you have to understand it is. It's just moving through the shift in energies, right? So understand that when the bigger shift you want to make and the quicker you want to make it, if you want to jump, then it's going to create some human work on your part, right? Things are going to happen and you go, holy crap, that's stressful. Now I have to deal with all of this. And you will. And you can deal with it in a couple of days. You can deal with it in a week. Things happen very quickly. That's what quantum jumping is about. Linda, took the time today to tap on being good enough to have the healing I have and being good enough for this to be a possibility. So thank you for helping me remember. I have to go to work, but I will replay later today. Oh, thanks for sharing that today, Linda. Yes, the healthy body that you desire already exists. There is an aspect of you already living in a healthy body. And it is important to do the tapping around there's guilt and shame. Guilt is what keeps us in our state of unworthiness. And guilt is a really heavy human emotion. And what we are is we are the power and the presence of God. We are the power and the presence of love. And that is a high, high vibration. And that makes us able to take the bird's eye view and see ourselves as a personality that can have infinite experiences. They're available to us now. So to recap, the first thing you want to do is decide, what do you want to create in your life? Write that vision down. Get real clear on your why. Why do you want to create that? How is that going to shift your life? That takes you into how it will make you feel, right? You need to know those feelings because that's the essence of what you're moving to. We don't ever want to create a new house because we want a new house. We want to create a new house because it makes us feel abundant, or we love being surrounded by luxury and beauty, right? So get the essence of that. Is the essence. That's really that's what you have control over right now. You can cultivate that essence within you, those emotions right now. That's what makes you a vibratory match. Then you want to identify your past experiences that have helped you define who you are today. Release those through EFT tapping. Release those emotions because that's what keeps you anchored in this identity and this experience now. Reframe it. Rewrite the story. That has a butterfly effect that goes through each time parallel that has led you up to this moment in this experience now. And then spend time every single day visualizing and getting into those emotions, the essence of what you are creating. That brings what you're doing when you quantum jump is you are matching your vibration with where you want to go. Now understand, when you match your vibration with where you want to go, the vibration of what you're in now is no longer a match. So things will end abruptly. I've seen this with myself, my daughter. Relationships have ended, jobs have ended, things like that. And it's like, oh my gosh, what happened? At first you go into panic, like what just happened? And then you realize, oh, I just jumped. And now you have the human work to navigate. Maybe you have to you're moving to another house. Maybe, there's just cleaning up you have to do that's on the human work. And that can be done. What was taking 6 months to a year to create, to manifest, to draw to you can now happen in a couple of days. And everything kind of collapses around you. You clean it up. And the next thing you know, like in 72 hours, you're living an entirely different life. So there is, that's the whole piece of it. I will come back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. to kind of tie it together, answer any questions you may have. You can always visit my website, athenarisingnow.com, and you can schedule a free consultation with me. We can get really clear on envisioning your 2018. What do you want to create? What blocks are in your way? And how I can support you beyond that call to truly quantum jump your life into what you really want. Until then, have an awesome Friday. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks everybody for joining. Thank you. Bye-bye.